In the realm of cricket, there was a magician, an acrobat, a fielding legend, Jonty Rhodes.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Today we're going to take a look at cricket fielding, specifically Jonty Rhodes. When I started learning about cricket a few months ago, I became fascinated with the game, but so far I've mostly looked at the variety of bowling styles. However, I've received a lot of comments asking me to check out Jonty Rhodes, and I know he's specifically known, most famous for his fielding. So this will be a look specifically at fielding, and even more specifically, Jonty Rhodes. The video's from a YouTube channel called Cricket Stories, and the title of the video is Just How Scary Good Was Jonty Rhodes Really? The Superman of Fielding. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment, all three. That would be great. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at Jonty Rhodes.
Imagine a cricket field as a canvas of dreams, where athleticism, precision, and pure artistry converge. In the realm of cricket, there was a magician, an acrobat, a fielding legend, Jonty Rhodes. If you thought cricket was all about the bowlers and batsmen, think again. Jonty Rhodes revolutionized the game with his jaw-dropping fielding, rewriting the definition of fielding in the most dramatic fashion. Join us as we visit the extraordinary tale of Jonty Rhodes, the fielding wizard who made the cricketing world sit up and believe that anything was possible on that 22-yard stage. Picture a cricket ground.
Well, first of all, that introduction was certainly a glowing recommendation and a glowing introduction of Jonty Rhodes. He said he revolutionized the game in terms of fielding. So that's it doesn't get any more positive than that. Let's take a look.
Where tension hangs in the air, the ball races towards the boundary, and despair looms over the fielding side. Then, like a bolt of lightning, there's Jonty Rhodes, defying gravity, seemingly suspended in midair, and unexpectedly snatching the cricket ball inches above the grass. And we all know that the legend Jonty Rhodes played for South Africa from 1992 to 2003. But did you know, Rhodes also represented South Africa at hockey and was chosen as a part of the 1992 Olympic Games squad. However, the squad...
What game is that? They showed is that field hockey? I think Barcelona was the summer games, so it couldn't have been ice hockey. He must have been referring to field hockey, so he was on the field hockey team as well.
Did not qualify to go to the tournament, and he was also called for trials to play in the 1996 Olympics, but was ruled out by a hamstring injury. And I think we should consider ourselves lucky that Rhodes did not have a successful career in hockey, else we would have missed on some outstanding and revolutionizing cricket.
That's quite an athlete. That's quite an athletic feat to excel at that level in two different sports.
Commitment to the game was unwavering. The bruises, the pain, and the relentless pursuit of perfection, these were the marks of Jonty Rhodes. His speed across the ground was a marvel. In a game where milliseconds separate a win from defeat, Jonty Rhodes was a blur on the field, closing in on the ball with a swiftness that left everyone gasping. He was the fielding sprinter, the guardian of boundaries, and a batsman's nightmare. Rhodes' career boosted after the match against Pakistan in the 1992 World Cup. Initially, people were skeptical when Rhodes was selected for the World Cup, but soon they realized that they were absolutely wrong, as Inzamam-ul Haq, one of Pakistan's most formidable batsmen, raced for a single. Rhodes emerged like a bolt of lightning, swooping down on the ball like a bird of prey. With sheer magic and grace, he picked up the ball in a second and with incredible precision, struck the stumps.
So he just dove at the stumps. In some earlier clips, they showed him in a similar situation where he was kind of in that position, but he threw the ball and hit the stumps, which is only like from the side, that small of a target. So this time he just decided to make sure that ball got to the stumps.
In a single fluid movement, Inzamam was left dumbfounded and inch short of the crease, while the cricketing world was shocked in amazement. Rhodes' run-out was not just a dismissal, it was a spellbinding display of athleticism, speed, and agility. He defied the laws of physics by swooping down on the ball, dislodging the bails with supernatural speed, and leaving the stunned batsman short of the crease. And this was the point which changed the complexion of the game, resulting in a win for South Africa. On November 14, 1993, Jonty Rhodes took 5 catches and set a world record for most dismissals by a fielder other than the wicketkeeper in ODIs. Rhodes.
Okay, I've wondered about that. They say he set a record of 5 catches, a record for anyone except the wicketkeeper, in an ODI, which I think is a one-day international. So over the course of a one-day international, he got 5 catches. I've often wondered how many they get in a day, a game. So that's if I heard it correctly, now I know what the most is.
Redefined fielding. His agility and speed led to 68 runouts in one-day internationals, a stat that reflects his unmatched ability to convert half chances into direct hit. And he's also the first South African player to take 100 ODI catches. He's probably the best defensive fielder I've ever seen. The balls that he was able to get his hands on, diving and saving, and taking spectacular catches at backward point. He moved better than anybody else. He had that anticipation and was really quick off the mark. This was Ricky Ponting talking about his fielding idol, Jonty Rhodes. And I know, many of you would be saying that statistics-wise, Ponting was better. But in my opinion, if Ponting's fielding idol had not been there, maybe Ricky might not have been such a great fielder. And speaking about anticipation, if you're...
I've heard the name Ricky Ponting. He must have come after Jonty Rhodes, is that correct?
Someone who actively plays cricket and wants to improve his or her fielding, here is a tip from the great Jonty Rhodes. Everyone is built differently. Everyone's got different roles in the team. But the one attribute that makes anyone a better fielder is expecting and anticipating every ball to come to you. It can make you a better fielder even without practicing catching or throwing. In 1999, Jonty Rhodes was voted as one of the visiting cricketers of the year. And apart from fielding, Rhodes was also good with the bat, scoring 5,935 runs in 245 ODIs and 2,532 runs in 52 tests, as he has played some remarkable innings to save South Africa on several occasions. So, how good was Jonty Rhodes? He wasn't merely good.
You know, when he makes that throw, I mean, if you're facing the stump straight on, there's 3 of them, you've got some, you've got a bigger target. Like that, that's an inch. I don't know how wide they are, but it looks like an inch. He's got about an inch to hit if he's going to hit the stumps. And he's running and he's falling down while doing it.
He was out of this world. He was the daredevil artist, the fielding sorcerer, and the reason why every cricket fan still believes in the magic of the game. Jonty Rhodes was cricket's grand spectacle, a showman who transformed the field into a theatre of dreams and left us in wonder of what a human could achieve on that 22-yard canvas.
Wow, that was interesting. And that not only was that interesting, it was a really well-made video from Cricket Stories. That was fun to watch. Of the 3 things, batting, fielding, and bowling, fielding is the one thing I can kind of relate to because, I can't relate to bowling because of the motion with the arm like this. It's so foreign to me. I've never tried it. The batting, I've played a lot of baseball, but that's a lot different than cricket batting. There are so many more variations of cricket batting. It's hard for me to kind of wrap my head around. But in terms of fielding, I've caught a lot of balls like we all have. Never really caught a cricket ball, and I've made throws, in the way they make them from the field in cricket. So at least I have some experience with those movements. But the accuracy he has with the throws and all the good ones I'm sure have is incredible. And the reaction time is hard to imagine. It's interesting. They said he was a field hockey player. I believe that's what that was, which I think doesn't include any throwing or catching. So he played a game that didn't include throwing or catching, and then he went to a game that a big part of his fielding was throwing and catching. So obviously he's a very well-rounded athlete. That was fun to watch, and I'm going to certainly watch a lot more fielding videos about cricket in the future. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time. It was an interesting video. And if you'd like, subscribe. That would be great. And I will see you next time. Thanks.